Most people believe transformation must be violent, sudden, and overwhelming. They think change only counts if it hurts, if it shocks the system, if it arrives like lightning. This belief is not natural. It is programmed. It is why motivation burns fast and dies young. In Japan, this illusion was never trusted. Instead, a quieter truth shaped generations. That truth is Kaizen. Kaizen is not a tactic. It is a way of seeing time, effort, and the self. Kaizen means continuous improvement, but not in the dramatic sense the modern world glorifies. It is improvement so small it does not alarm the mind. Improvement gentle enough to bypass fear. One step, one breath, one adjustment, then another. The power of Kaizen is not speed, it is inevitability. When something improves every day, even slightly, it eventually becomes unstoppable. After the devastation of World War II, Japan faced ruin. There was no energy for grand visions, no room for heroic motivation. The nation was exhausted. Instead of collapsing, Japan refined. Factories examined tiny inefficiencies, workers focused on small corrections, leaders stopped chasing outcomes and started improving systems. Over time, these invisible changes compounded. The world later called it an economic miracle. The Japanese called it Kaizen. Your mind operates the same way. Sudden pressure creates resistance. Extreme goals activate fear circuits. The nervous system perceives massive change as a threat. Kaizen works because it feels safe. The mind does not resist what feels manageable. This is why Kaizen rewires you permanently while motivation fades. When you apply Kaizen, you stop asking how to change your life and start asking how to show up today. Not perfectly, not impressively, simply honestly. This removes emotional negotiation. You do not wait for confidence. You do not wait for energy. You move because movement is the rule. A single push-up done daily rewires identity more than a brutal workout done once a month. One-page read daily builds intelligence more reliably than occasional intensity. 5 minutes of silence every morning trains awareness more effectively than a retreat once a year. Kaizen shifts focus from results to behavior. Behavior is controllable, results are not. This principle also heals self-trust. Most people suffer not from lack of ability, but from broken agreements with themselves. They promise change and disappear. Each broken promise weakens identity. Kaizen reverses this damage. Small promises are easy to keep. Kept promises rebuild respect. Over time, the mind learns a new story. You become someone who shows up. Kaizen also removes self-hatred from discipline. Modern discipline is aggressive. It uses shame as fuel. Japanese discipline is quiet. It is ritualistic. It respects rhythm. Kaizen understands that consistency beats intensity because consistency is sustainable. Sustainable effort reshapes personality. When applied to the body, Kaizen replaces extremes with continuity. You train lightly but daily. You stretch even when tired. You walk when you cannot run. The body responds with trust instead of rebellion. Injuries decrease. Longevity increases. Strength becomes calm instead of frantic. When applied to the mind, Kaizen dismantles overthinking. You stop trying to solve your entire future. You solve today. You write one paragraph. You practice one skill. You observe one reaction. Awareness sharpens because attention is not scattered across imagined outcomes. Kaizen also rewires time perception. You stop rushing. You stop measuring life in dramatic milestones. You begin to value process. This reduces anxiety. Anxiety feeds on imagined futures. Kaizen anchors attention in the present. Improvement becomes meditative. The modern world tries to sell urgency. Urgency keeps people reactive. Kaizen cultivates patience, and patience creates power. Those who can move steadily while others panic gain an advantage invisible to the impatient eye. Kaizen does not care how you feel. It does not argue with mood. It does not wait for inspiration. It functions even on bad days, especially on bad days. This is why it works when everything else fails. Over time, Kaizen compounds. Small actions stack. Neural pathways strengthen. Identity stabilizes. What once felt difficult becomes automatic. What once required effort becomes habit. This is the real miracle. Not motivation, not talent, alignment. Kaizen teaches the mind a dangerous truth. You do not need to change who you are to change your life. You only need to change what you do today. Tomorrow will take care of itself. This principle is the foundation. Without it, nothing lasts. With it, everything grows. Many people wake up already exhausted, not because their body is weak, but because their life feels directionless. They move through days driven by obligation instead of meaning. Even rest does not restore them. This is not laziness, it is misalignment. The Japanese identified this condition centuries ago and responded with a principle that does not rely on motivation or ambition. That principle is Ikigai. Ikigai is often translated as a reason for being, but this translation is incomplete. Ikigai is not a goal you chase. It is a relationship you build with your daily actions. It is the quiet sense that what you are doing matters, even if no one applauds it. When Ikigai is present, effort feels natural. When it is absent, even simple tasks feel heavy. In Okinawa, where some of the longest living people on Earth reside, Ikigai is woven into daily life. Elderly men tend gardens. Women prepare meals with care. Craftsmen refine their skill until their hands move without thought. These people do not retire from meaning. They remain useful, connected, and engaged. Their days have rhythm. Their minds have purpose. This is not accidental. Ikigai rewires the mind by stabilizing desire. When purpose is unclear, the brain seeks stimulation. It chases novelty, validation, and escape. This creates restlessness and addiction. When Ikigai is present, the mind becomes calm. It no longer needs constant reward. It finds satisfaction in contribution and mastery. Unlike passion, Ikigai is not explosive. Passion burns hot and fades quickly. Ikigai burns steadily. It deepens with time. It grows quieter but stronger. Passion asks how something makes you feel. Ikigai asks how you serve, how you refine, and how you endure. Modern culture pressures people to discover their purpose as if it is hidden treasure. This creates anxiety. Ikigai is not discovered, it is cultivated. It forms through repeated engagement with something meaningful. You do not wait to feel inspired. You act, observe, and adjust. Over time, meaning reveals itself. Ikigai lives at the intersection of what you can do well, what the world needs, what sustains you, and what you enjoy refining. But this intersection is not static. It changes with age, responsibility, and season. A young warrior's Ikigai differs from an elder's. Both are valid. When Ikigai is present, discipline stops feeling like punishment. Training becomes protection. Work becomes expression. Sacrifice becomes intentional. You are no longer forcing yourself forward. You are guarding something important. This mental shift rewires how the brain experiences effort. Ikigai also shields against burnout. Burnout is not caused by work. It is caused by work without meaning. When the mind cannot connect action to purpose, it resists. Energy drains. Focus collapses. Ikigai restores the link between effort and value. Even difficult labor becomes sustainable. This principle does not require changing careers or abandoning responsibility. Ikigai exists in how you approach what you already do. A teacher with Ikigai shapes minds. A laborer with Ikigai builds with pride. A warrior with Ikigai trains with reverence. Status is irrelevant. Alignment is everything. To cultivate Ikigai, you must listen quietly. What absorbs your attention without force? What work feels worthwhile even when difficult? What skill do you enjoy refining in solitude? These signals are subtle. They appear through repetition, not revelation. Ikigai also demands patience. Meaning deepens slowly. The modern mind wants immediate clarity. Ikigai asks for commitment without guarantees. You walk the path before seeing where it leads. This trains trust in process, not outcome. When Ikigai is absent, life feels like survival. When it is present, life feels intentional. The difference is internal. Two people can live the same life externally, yet experience it completely differently based on alignment. Ikigai does not remove hardship. It contextualizes it. Pain becomes part of something larger. Effort gains dignity. Suffering becomes meaningful. This is psychological strength. The Japanese do not ask whether life is easy. They ask whether it is worthwhile. Ikigai answers that question quietly, every morning, without needing words. When you rise with Ikigai, the day does not feel heavy, it feels necessary. The modern mind is trapped in a quiet prison built from perfection. It believes life must be flawless before it can be lived fully. This belief poisons action, creativity, and peace. In Japan, this illusion was never trusted. Instead, a principle emerged that dismantles perfection at its root. That principle is Wabi-Sabi. It teaches that nothing is permanent, nothing is complete, and nothing is perfect, and that this is not a flaw, but truth. Wabi-Sabi began as an aesthetic philosophy, but its power reaches far beyond art. It reshapes how the mind relates to reality. Where perfectionism tightens the nervous system, Wabi-Sabi relaxes it. Where modern culture demands polish, Wabi-Sabi honors authenticity. It invites acceptance without resignation and growth without cruelty. In traditional Japanese culture, beauty is not found in symmetry or shine. It is found in weathered wood, uneven pottery, fading ink. A cracked bowl repaired with gold becomes more valuable because it carries history. The damage is not hidden, it is honored. This practice reflects a deeper psychological truth. Survival creates depth. When applied internally, Wabi-Sabi rewires self-perception. Most people live at war with themselves. They judge every mistake, magnify every flaw, and delay action until confidence arrives. This creates paralysis. Wabi-Sabi dissolves this tension. It allows you to move forward without needing to feel complete. Perfectionism is often mistaken for discipline, but it is fear in disguise. It fears judgment, it fears failure, it fears exposure. Wabi-Sabi removes this fear by normalizing imperfection. When mistakes are expected, they lose power. When flaws are accepted, energy returns. This principle is essential in an age dominated by comparison. Curated images distort reality. People measure their unfinished lives against polished illusions. Wabi-Sabi cuts through this distortion. It reminds the mind that growth is uneven, progress is messy, and authenticity outlasts appearance. Wabi-Sabi also trains the mind to accept impermanence. Everything changes. Bodies age, strength fades, roles shift, relationships evolve. When the mind clings to permanence, suffering multiplies. When it accepts change, resilience grows. The Japanese mind does not cling tightly, it adapts. This acceptance does not weaken ambition, it strengthens endurance. You stop demanding guarantees, you stop needing certainty. You act because action is appropriate, not because success is assured. This creates psychological freedom. In daily life, Wabi-Sabi removes unnecessary pressure. You write imperfectly, you train imperfectly, you speak imperfectly, and you improve through repetition instead of judgment. Progress becomes natural. Wabi-Sabi also changes how you experience failure. Failure becomes feedback, not identity. You observe it, learn from it, and continue. There is no collapse, no drama, just refinement. The nervous system responds positively to this approach. Chronic self-criticism activates stress responses. Acceptance signals safety. When the body feels safe, creativity and focus return. This is why Wabi-Sabi feels calming, even when life is difficult. Wabi-Sabi teaches patience. Growth cannot be rushed without distortion. Just as a tree grows according to season, the mind evolves through time. Forcing outcomes creates weakness. Allowing process creates strength. This principle also deepens gratitude. When you stop chasing idealized futures, you begin noticing present reality. Imperfect moments become meaningful. Ordinary days gain texture. Life feels fuller, not because it is easier, but because it is seen clearly. Wabi-Sabi does not ask you to abandon standards. It asks you to remove self-hatred. Excellence pursued with compassion outlasts excellence pursued with violence. This is the hidden strength of the principle. When you integrate Wabi-Sabi, you stop waiting to become someone else before living fully. You act as you are. You refine through engagement. You allow life to shape you. This creates quiet confidence. You are no longer afraid of being seen incomplete. You know incompleteness is the point. Growth requires exposure. Learning requires error. Strength requires experience. Wabi-Sabi frees the mind from impossible expectations. It replaces judgment with observation, pressure with patience, fear with acceptance. In a world obsessed with perfection, this is rebellion. In a mind seeking peace, this is liberation. Miyamoto Musashi is remembered as Japan's greatest swordsman. But to understand him only as a warrior is to miss his true mastery. Musashi was a student of mind before he was a master of combat. He understood that technique collapses under pressure if the mind is unstable. Victory to Musashi was not domination of others, but freedom from inner disturbance. Musashi fought over 60 life-or-death duels and was never defeated. This was not because he chased perfection or relied on rigid strategy. It was because he cultivated a state of presence so complete that fear, doubt, and desire could not interfere. He called this state no mind, a mind not empty but unblocked, a mind that sees clearly and responds naturally. The modern mind is crowded. It rehearses failure, it imagines judgment, it clings to outcomes. Musashi rejected all of this. He believed attachment was weakness. When you need to win, you tense. When you fear loss, you hesitate. Musashi trained himself to release both. Detached from outcome, he gained clarity. With clarity, decisive action followed. Musashi's philosophy rewires the mind by shifting focus from control to perception. You stop trying to dominate circumstances and start reading them. You stop forcing results and start aligning with reality. This reduces mental noise. Attention sharpens. Action becomes precise. One of Musashi's core teachings was flexibility. He warned against over-attachment to form, style, or method. A rigid swordsman breaks when conditions change. A fluid one adapts. This principle extends far beyond combat. Life is unpredictable. Those who cling to fixed plans suffer. Those who remain adaptable endure. Musashi also lived with radical simplicity. He avoided luxury, distraction, and excess comfort. Not because he despised pleasure, but because he valued clarity. Noise weakens perception. Comfort dulls edge. By simplifying his life, Musashi sharpened his awareness. In modern terms, Musashi understood attention as a weapon. Where attention goes, power follows. Distraction fragments attention. Fragmented attention weakens decision-making. Musashi protected his focus relentlessly. This allowed him to remain calm under pressure while others panicked. The way of Musashi does not encourage aggression, it encourages readiness. You train deeply so you can act effortlessly. You prepare thoroughly so you can let go completely. This paradox is central to mastery. Control is built through preparation, then released through trust. Musashi also rejected emotional excess. He did not suppress emotion, but he did not obey it. Fear was observed, not followed. Anger was felt, not indulged. Desire was recognized, not chased. This emotional discipline created inner stillness. This stillness is what allowed Musashi to act decisively in chaos. While others reacted, he responded. While others rushed, he waited. While others hesitated, he moved. This was not arrogance, it was clarity. Applied to modern life, Musashi's path teaches mental independence. You stop relying on external validation. You stop being shaken by opinion. You stop needing certainty before acting. You trust your preparation. You trust your perception. This principle also dissolves overthinking. Overthinking is the mind trying to predict outcomes to feel safe. Musashi understood safety comes from presence, not prediction. When you are fully present, you can respond to anything. The future does not need to be rehearsed. Musashi's teachings complete the cycle begun by the other principles. Kaizen builds consistency. Ikigai provides meaning. Wabi-Sabi removes self-attack. Musashi forges presence. Together, they create a mind that is disciplined without rigidity, purposeful without obsession, calm without weakness. This integration is the true Japanese path. It does not promise comfort, it promises clarity. It does not remove difficulty, it prepares you to meet it fully. The modern world is loud, fast, and unstable. Most minds are reactive, scattered, and exhausted. Musashi offers an alternative, a way of being rooted, observant, and unshaken. When you walk this path, you do not announce it. You do not seek recognition. You move quietly. You refine daily. You act when necessary. You let results speak. Musashi wrote that the ultimate aim of martial arts is not violence, but peace of mind. This peace is not passive. It is alert, alive, ready. This is the final rewiring. The mind no longer chases or resists. It stands present, clear, unbreakable.